Ariel Colotto, diagnosed at the age of 5 with rhabdomyosarcoma, rare childhood cancer. I had it on the right mandible and it was extending off the bone. It's growing on the bone. To this day, I'm not sure if it was actually in the bone or not, but it was growing definitely off the bone. So it was just a large mass that kept growing. Came home from kindergarten one day and it started just as a, like a mosquito bite or something, just a little bump. Didn't think anything of it. Give it about 2 days and it was starting to swell to a larger size, as if maybe I had fallen and bumped my face on something. My mom asked me about it, and of course, I said, no, I didn't fall, I didn't hurt myself. So later that week, or the end of the week, it was basically the size of a large jawbreaker. So my mom took me into my pediatrician, and right off the back, he can tell that, things weren't quite normal. So that day, he referred me over to another doctor. We did a biopsy, and by the beginning of the next week, we knew it was a tumor and that we had to get it removed. They quickly removed the tumor along with the right side of my mandible, which is the bone that it was growing on, and they replaced that with a metal plate, and they left that in for a little while. But I mean, you're growing, you're young, so they removed that and they placed in a bone graft, which they took from my right hip. Kind of had to relearn to walk. I remember that not being so easy. But I mean, other than that, it was just bone graft after bone graft for different reasons. Let's see. Going back, I had radiation and chemo. Lost the hair, went through all of that. I was in kindergarten at the time, so I was going through things that not normal children should be going through. And at that age, nobody understands a child with no hair or why. So I was constantly wearing baseball hats or hats of some sort. Whether it be because I didn't want my scalp to get burned, or just so that, there were less looks, less questions. So that was kind of my aspect on it. As far as like it affecting my personality, I don't think it did anything in a negative way. Right now I'm working at a hospital here in town, and I am a secretary in the NICU. It's the neonatal intensive care. It's kind of opening my eyes for pediatric looks. It's something I never really thought that I would like, and I kind of do like it, just because I'm a very caring person when it comes to things like that. I love children, and so I'm kind of seeing it from that perspective. But my goal is to become a pediatric nurse. Specifically in an oncology department, so that I can help kids who went through the same thing as me. I know my mom looked for people who could understand where she was coming from at the time, and I think if I'm a nurse for somebody's child who has cancer, they can kind of look at me as a source of hope, like, we can get through this. If she can get it through it, then what's going to stop us?